Hello, and welcome to Knit All the Yarn podcast. My name is Lisa, and I live in Michigan with my husband and my two girls. You can find me on Instagram at Ravelry as 72 Stitches. And this is episode 137. I got my coffee in my trusty, rusty, Scrappy Sunday mug. Pumpkin spice creamer, I still have some. So I think I have 3 bottles left now. Oh no. I think they all expire like at the end of March, so I have to at least finish it before then or around that time. That's good. Today is Sunday, January 23rd, 2022. I have no sock finish object. Oh, I tried. Yeah, you can probably see why I don't have a finish sock object today, but I do have a finish object. I bet you can't guess what it is. And I have 5 whips. No stash, though I did purchase some Franken sock kit from Haverlin Yarn, the Cupid one. I had a bad week, and I needed to buy myself something. So technically those are minis. I believe there's 20, are they 5 grams? Or 10 grams? I think they're 5 grams. And yeah, you just make, I'll probably make Scrappy socks with them. I don't know if they're going to ship soon. It was a pre-order, and next month is February, so maybe I'll save them for next year. If I don't get them sometime next month. All right, I guess we'll talk about my finished object. Oh, look, you guys. I finished it. I had a really hard time with the border. It does not look great. It looks a little better with blocking, but it's wavy. And I don't know how. You just knit a border and you fold it, and I've done that many times. I don't know if it's because it's worsted weight, it was a little more difficult. I don't think it looks correct, but I don't care. It's fine. Look at those cables. I guess I'll take it off for a second. It's freezing here, so I'm going to have to put it back on. I'll show you the cables. Oh, when I got to I think I was right before the cables last week. I guess it was this way. So yeah, then I just started doing those crisscross cables, and I couldn't stop. So yeah, I finished it. I'm not going to show you the border, folding border, because it looks really janky. But here's the back. Oh. It's on the inside. I don't care. I was just like, I need to finish this. And now I can't put it back on. I used wool of the Andes in like 8 different colors. And this is the Hyper Knit Along by Stephen West. This is the spiraling cables triangle, I believe. You use worsted weight yarn, and I used a US 7. And I thought I was playing a little bit of yarn chicken too, and I wasn't happy about that either. For the main color, I think it said you need 500 yards. Yeah, 500 yards. So with wool of the Andes, they're 50 gram skeins. So I bought 6, and that was like 660 yards, and I'm like, I should have plenty. Well, I used up almost all that I had. I have like tiny little nuggets from each ball, and I'm like, yikes. I did not like that. The inside border, I'll just show it a little bit. Inside border, I had to use 2 different colors because I kept running out of yarn. So yeah, I was just The border made me mad. I'm like, this shouldn't be hard, but it was hard for me for some reason. I don't know if I was just rushing myself because I wanted to finish it so bad so I can wear it. Maybe I was just done with the project at that point. I don't know. But it's done. It's not going to fall apart. It just doesn't look very professional. But that's okay. So yeah, this is my first time doing cables, and I think I did a really good job. So yeah, I'm proud of that. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else to say. The main color was Wonderland Heather, and then I used a bunch of random colors. I have a project page for this, and I listed out all the colors that I used in the order that I used them. So if you really like this and you want to do the same thing, be my guest. And I did 2 colors, I don't want to say 2 rows because it's not 2 rows. 2 stripes, that's the word. 2 stripes of each color, and I used 7 different colors, and it worked out towards the end where I used 2. So I was really worried about that. I'm like, oh no, am I going to have 1 stripe of just some dangly color? Or 3 of the same, but it worked out. So if you want to do this, I followed the pattern exactly, and I just did 2 stripes per color and changed them. I did the weave and Steven method to weave in my ends. Oh, I really love it. I'm, upset about the border, but other than that, it's awesome. I don't want to pick it out and do it over again. Just the yarn just didn't want to fold. It kept curling, and then that made it harder to pick up, because you pick up a stitch from the back and knit it together when you do the bind off, and the yarn's just like, no, I don't want to. I want to curl up, not in. So I don't know. If anybody else had problems with that, I did, but it's okay. All right, that's enough about the shawl. I love it. This is going to be, I wore it once outside already. This is going to be my shawl that I wear with my winter coat when I go for walks. When I walk my kid to school, and when, I go outside and walk. I don't know if I'll wear it when I shovel snow, because I might get kind of sweaty, and I don't want to ruin it. Oh, it's awesome. All right, that is my one and only finished object, because it took me Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday? I don't remember when I finished it. Either Tuesday morning or Wednesday morning I finished it. I don't remember. But yeah, it took like 3 or 4 days to finish it. So that's where a lot of my knitting time went in this week, was finishing this bad boy. Oh, yes. Okay, now we will go on to whips. Whip number 1. Oh, I love this bag. This is Unusual Surroundings. Rugrats. And here is my sock whip. You've seen this last week, but I got a lot of progress done on it. More than I thought I was gonna. So we'll take that. So I believe I was at the heel. Last episode, last week. So I finished the whole sock, minus the heel. I'm going to put the heel in right where these white markers are. These are counting my rows, 10 rows per marker, and you can see that there's no markers on this side. Wonder why that is. So I have like a foot, a toe, and 2 heels left. So what I do is I knit a tube with all my markers on it, and then when I start the second sock, I just remove the marker and put it on this sock. So that is why there's no markers on this one. They're not matching. I don't care. These are going to be for my mom for Christmas. So yeah, I have a foot and a toe. I cast this on yesterday, and I did the whole thing to the heel. So I feel like, I don't know, it's Scrappy Sunday. I might work on my cozy memories a lot today. I don't know. So, but these will definitely be done next week. no problems. And this is the yarn I forgot to show you. This is Opal Joy. I don't know if the colorway is 9984 or 2686, but oh, I didn't even say at the beginning of my spiel. I'm not done yet. Oh my word. So here's the tag. I totally forgot to say welcome to all my new viewers and welcome back to my returning viewers. 10 minutes in. Oopsie. And I'll have all the show notes right down there in the description box. I'll have all the links to where you can find me, yarns, bags, patterns, all that good stuff right down there. I'm not editing it. It is what it is. So anyway, if you're looking up this yarn, I put both of those numbers in the show notes down below. And then you can kind of find it. I don't know. I'm not sure. My guess is probably 9984, but I don't know. All right, I didn't tell you all my spiel about my socks. I knit my socks magic loop, 64 stitches. I used Chiaigoo red lace, 1.5 millimeter. No. US 1.5. 2.5 millimeter. I do 12 rounds of 2x2 rib. For this sock, I knit 72 rows for the leg. Usually it varies on the yarn. I like my socks to be like almost 7 inches, including the cuff. So I like long legs. Anyway, these are for my mom, but these are the ones that I've made her, and she seems to be happy with them. So yeah, I just got a toe. I got 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. I got 70 rows left, a toe, and 2 heels. Yeah, these will be done. Anything else? I think that's it. Well, that is it. And yes, I am starting early on my Christmas presents. Because when it gets to be December, I want to do my Advent knitting. Sorry, that's probably really going to be loud. Sorry. I usually don't like... I have to wear long sleeves because it's freezing, so that's why I usually wear my hooded sweatshirt, because the camera or the microphone sits better. And now that the shawl is like pulling up my shirt, I'm going to be pulling my shirt down a lot, and you're probably going to hear it. So, sorry. Alright, whip number 2 is in a new acquisition. This is another Knit for Brains bag. I love Seinfeld. And it says, "No soup for you." I've been eyeing this bag for a really long time, and it was still in her shop, and then she put them on sale, and I'm like, fine. Twist my arm, why don't you? So this is a new cast on. I cast these on yesterday because I'm almost done with those socks I just showed you. This is West Yorkshire Spinners in the Wood Pigeon colorway. These are also going to be for my mom for Christmas. I don't have much done. Just a cuff and like 1 row. And here's what I got. Same thing, 64 stitches. Chiaogoo red lace, US 1.5, 2.5 millimeter. Yep. And I'll show you the cake. So you'll see the colors. I think there's a purple, a gray, and like a blue in between these like speckly stripes. But yeah, I should have more progress on them this week for next week's episode, so you can see the colors better. Hopefully I'll have at least 1 repeat done. Yeah, and that's it. I wasn't going to cast them on, and I'm like, you know what, just cast a sock on now. Just do one sock, one cuff, and then you'll be done. And then you can move on with your life. And then when you finish that sock, you'll have one on the needles already. All right, whip number 3. This shawl was living in this bag, but then I transferred a different project in here. Look at the little otters. They're so cute. So my friend Amie from Happy Little Yarn made this for me for Christmas. And this is my melting marl scarf. I posted this on Instagram and somebody had an epic name for it. Like the scrap eating scarf. Because that's pretty much what it's doing. It's eating all my scraps. Oh, right. So this is what's left of my pink / red. I don't actually, it's mostly pink. So I think I might save some of this. Like save 5 grams of this for my new Cozy Memories. I think this is already in my Cozy Memories blanket, but I'm making another one. No, it's not cast on yet, but I'm definitely casting on another one. Probably this summer. All right, am I gonna move this again? Okay, are you ready for this? Oh, it's beautiful. Oh my word. Oh, look at this. Zoom in a little bit. Oh, so that little snowman stitch marker is where I was last week. I have now completed sections 1 through 3. I really like 3. That is like my favorite. 2, not so much because it takes a little more brain power, section 2. So I like section 1 and section 3. Section 3 is probably my favorite because it's like this wavy texture. Oh. But I do like the look of that second section. You can tell the sections. So yes, I finished section 1 through 3, and now I have to do that 5 more times. My shawl's falling off. 5 more times. I don't know if I'm gonna, I know I'm gonna have enough yarn. Pretty sure. Like I said, I'm gonna do a rainbow. I'm pretty sure the next, the orange section, I'm not gonna be able to get through 3 sections, so. And I do have a bag of gray yarn. So if I need more, so here's my orange / tan / mustardy bag. So this is all I have, which isn't a lot. So, and then we'll move on to the yellow bag. But it's so satisfying, just using up like almost every little bit of yarn. I think I weighed it, and it takes about 2 grams back and forth. 2 rows, 2 grams. So you can usually time it out pretty good where I can use up pretty much all of it. Let's see. What else? So some of these are my advent calendar, my Trilogy Yarns advent calendar, Christmas vacation. So those ones I am saving 5 grams for my new Cozy Memories. So I'm not going to use all of this. Probably not going to use all of this either, but I'll probably do a few more rows, and then I'll start mixing the orange. Oh, I'm so excited. So yes, I've been using my scale a lot with this project because I want to make sure that, you know, some of these I want to save. Some of these I'm like, can I go 2 more rows? No. Okay, I got to stop. So that has been helpful. I am using, are these my interchangeable? Yes, my Chiaigoo interchangeable. These are US 8s. Yep. US 8s. Oh, I just love this project so much. Mostly because I'm not increasing at all. I'm not decreasing either, but I think it's 124 stitches, so it's not like some of his shawls where it's like, 700 stitches across, and you're like, oh man, it takes forever to do a row. Oh, yes. So, yep, this is what I got done. And now that this is done, I'll be working on this a lot. Let's move my stitch marker. So yeah, I am all about using up all of my scraps. Or am I going to hook this guy? I guess right here. So yeah, we're all set. We'll see how much I get done this week. Oh, yes, I love it. And I'm holding fingering weight double. I don't know if I said that. Pretty sure I did. Because I showed these two. So that is that project. Getting bigger. At some point it's probably not going to fit in this bag. It's okay. Or it will fit in the bag, but it won't. It might just be holding my yarn scraps. Alright, I've got to rearrange myself again. Okay, now we're on to my scrappy blankets. I know you guys are probably tired of looking at my scrappy blankets every week, but it is winter time, and this is like the main time that this is all I want to work on. Because once it gets hot, I'm like, nope. So, and I'm really close to finishing a couple of these, so I am just like really putting a lot of time into these. So this is my Cozy Memories by Camper Ray. I put in 14 squares this week. Put in these squares. I started a new row. So I think I have 44 squares left. I'm tempted to do like 4 today instead of 2. I don't know, we'll see. We'll see how much time I have. So I have these ones. A candy corn one. All right, where is my marker? Where I started this week. Where is it? There it is. So these were my Sunday squares. My Monday squares. Tuesday. Wednesday. These are my Desert Vista Dye Works pumpkin spice socks. I used this for the heels and toes, and this was the main color, so I had to put those together. So that was Wednesday. I'm going to go to the other side. This was Thursdays, Fridays, excuse me, and Saturdays. So yes, I'm trying to do 2 squares a day, and so far it's working out well. I think my oldest is like, well, let's use some math and we'll figure out when you will finish it if you do 2 squares a day. So if I do 2 squares a day, the squares will be done February 12th. I'm pretty sure that's correct. I counted out, and now if I do more, it's going to be less than that. But I might do 4 today, and maybe I'll take a break on Saturday, so I could still technically get 14 squares done a week. We might be going to my parents this weekend, so I might do that. And if we don't, then I'll just have a break and work on something else. But yay! I'm using a US2 signature needles. What else? Oh, I'm doing 20 stitches by 20 stitches. I think the pattern says 23 by 23. So that's the only modification I made. And I am going to be putting an I-cord border on this. So that's another reason why I want to kind of finish it before it gets hot, because I have no idea how long it's going to take me to do the I-cord border. Also, is 50 grams of Knitpicks Stroll going to be enough to do a whole I-cord border on this thing? I mean, I have, right there. Right there is some dove heather. That's what I'm going to be using. I have 6 skeins of it, it looks like. 6. Oh, it looks like I got 7. So, is it possible? I don't know. I don't know about this. This is going to sound stupid, but okay. Is 1 skein going to be enough to do the whole thing? If not, not a big deal because I have more, obviously. But is it easy to add a color with I-cord? Like in the middle of a row? Is it easy to add? I feel like it would be. I've been watching a couple of videos on how to do it. It doesn't look hard. I think it's just going to take a lot of time. But I'm like, what if I run out of yarn? I'm like, I'm trying not to buy yarn. I'm like, maybe I'll just buy a 100-gram skein of something so then I know I'll have enough. Does I-cord use a lot of yarn? I think I'm going to do a 3-stitch I-cord. I think that's what I'm going to do. So that is the plan. Let me know in the comments. Do you think 50 grams is going to be enough? This blanket is huge. Now I don't have exact measurements, but it's 25 squares across by I think 20 rows high, I think. Or will be at the end. So, I don't know. I'm fine if I have to, like, weave in ends with the I-cord border. That's not a big deal. So maybe I'll just have to do that. But I love this blanket so much. And yes, I'm going to cast on another one when it's done. Maybe I'll take a break. I'll probably take a break. But it seems like always in the summertime, it's like, oh, I want to start a blanket. But if this won't be done, then I can definitely start one in the summer because it'll just be like 1 or 2 strips. And that won't keep me warm. And then I will probably make it the same size as this one. This is, it's 500 squares. 25 across by whatever up to give you 500. It is like the perfect size. I think it fits like a twin bed with some like hanging on the sides. So yeah, I've just been using it to snuggle up with, even though it's not done and the ends are all hanging out. I have been weaving them in as I go, so not a problem there. Usually I do a couple days worth and then I weave in ends. I try not to wait till the end of the week because then it gets kind of crazy. So that is my cozy memories, and now I really want to work on that. Stretch. All right, last blanket whip. I really love this thing too. Oh, so squishy. So squishy. This is my Cozy Comfort Throw. Yes, Cozy Comfort Throw by Molly of a Homespun House. My yarn is tangled. I am holding Knitpicks Stroll Ash with some Felici scraps. Now I have, I think, 4 more balls of this, plus some extra little tidbits. I think I'm going to use all of my little scraps. 2 full balls. And then I'll have 2 left over to do the I-cord border. I think that's what I'm going to do because I don't want to buy any more yarn and I feel like it's getting close to being done. I think if I use all of that, and I have 1 more magic knot ball of Felici, and I have more Felici after that, so if I, need more, it's not a big deal. I can just, but I'm going to try not to wind another cake or another magic knot ball of Felici until I get to that point. So here is my marker. So I got that much done. Pretty good. This thing is like, it's a beast. It's starting to get really heavy, but it's so nice. So yeah, here it is. Oh, I love it. It smells good because I usually work on this in the evenings, and I put on my tough woolens. Oh, it smells so good. So I'm using US 8s. I believe these are fixed ones. Yep, Chiaogoo US 8 5mm. I cast on 250 stitches. The pattern says something else, but it's a paper pattern, so I don't want it to say how much I know I cast on more. Probably shouldn't have, but I did anyway. But yeah, oh, it's so cozy. So my shawl's falling off again. So yeah, that's this. That's my blankets. I don't know if I'm going to finish my cozy memories before this one. I don't know. I feel like this blanket is a lot faster because it's essentially DK weight, and it's on a US 8, and my cozy memories is a US 2. So yeah, move my marker. So then we will see where I am next week. Oh, I'm going to leave this on my lap. Oh, this is nice. And that is it. Like I said, I have no stash. I have been semi-good. I did purchase, I said in my previous episode that I bought some Row 1 minis. I signed up again for their subscription service, because I still need some yarn to come to my house. Otherwise, I will get very sad. Yes, I have a lot. I mean, this cube's like half empty. Maybe not half. A quarter. A quarter-ish. So yeah, I need to work on this stuff before I purchase full skeins of sock yarn in particular. Now, if there's a Stephen West shawl that I really must make, we're going to talk about that in a second, then I might purchase yarn for that project. I'll try to use scraps, but I love this. Stephen West has come out with a new book, and I must have it. I must have it. I think it's going to be released, he said January 25th. Yep, so Tuesday. His store is it Amsterdam? Across the pond. He is selling them in his shop or website, something of that nature. And I don't like buying stuff overseas. It's expensive, the shipping is expensive, and I get nervous that it would never come. So I'm waiting to see if someone in the US is going to sell it. I'm pretty sure there's somebody. I mentioned this on my Instagram, and somebody said the Modern Skein, that is a yarn store in Texas. I looked on their website, and they sell the Hybrid Knit Along book, where you get where this pattern comes from, and many others. So that was on their website. So I might just have to wait a little bit longer till I get my hands on that. But I am definitely buying that. He's been teasing like all of these patterns on his Instagram, and I'm like, oh, I want to make that one, and I want to make that one, and that one, and that one. I feel like there's probably a couple in there that I already own, but I'm still going to buy it because there's a lot that I don't have in that book from what he saw, or from what I saw. So if you see it in a website from the US, please, please, please Instagram message me, comment down below saying, here it is, it's in this store, because I need to have it. I need to have it. So that is going to be a future acquisition, but it's not yarn, so it doesn't count. All right, life stuff / knitting goals. I gotta speed this up. We're at 30, almost 35 minutes. We got a little bit of snow yesterday, last night. Just a little bit, maybe an inch. think my husband said he's going to shovel. If he doesn't, then I will. Enough to shovel, but not like back-breaking shoveling. And now the sun's coming out, and it's blinding me. The snow on the roof. Oh. It was a bad week. I had a stressful week. I feel like everything's okay now. I don't know. We're knock on wood. Knock on wood. So Friday. Was it Friday? No. Last Friday. I think it was Tuesday this week. Tuesday or Wednesday, we get an email saying that my oldest, Chloe, was exposed to somebody who tested positive on her bus. So I'm like, oh, great. So she was exposed on Friday, they said. So there was 3 days where we didn't know about it, and that kind of bugs me. But I get it. I mean, it's probably too difficult to get tested, and then it takes a long time to get results back. So it makes sense, but it's not good. But we're still monitoring their symptoms and everything. And if they have any of the symptoms, they're not going to school. So far, my oldest is fine. It's been a week. I feel like we're out of the woods. I don't know yet, because I'm sure there's going to be somebody else. Anyway, so there was that. And then on Friday, I got a call from my youngest child, Natalie. Her school called me and said that she was exposed to somebody. So she doesn't have to quarantine. We just have to monitor her symptoms monitor her to see if she has any symptoms within 5 days. So far, nothing. I think she was exposed on Wednesday. So we got a call on Friday. So we're just watching out, making sure they're not having any symptoms. And if they do, then we'll leave them at home. And then if it gets really bad, we'll get them tested. So that was fun times. I'm not going to get into other things that stress me out because I don't want to get into it. I've talked to a few of my friends, and they know what I'm talking about. If you really, really want to know, Instagram, message me, but it's fine. Just a little irritating, that's all. So that is why I bought some more yarn. All right, yeah, that's pretty much it. It snowed. COVID is still a thing, and I'm over it. I want to send my kids to school because they need to go to school, but it's stressing me out sending them to school. Parents send their kids sick to school all the time, even before COVID. So it doesn't make me feel good, but I got my kids vaccinated, and we all got our flu shots. So that's the best I can do. I can tell them, to wash their hands as soon as they get home, but there's only so much I can do. They don't have, their schedule is so rigid, they barely have time to go to the bathroom. So I'm pretty sure they're not washing their hands before they eat lunch or anything. Whatever. I am a germaphobe if you haven't noticed. Okay, let's move on to some knitting goals. So I'd like to finish those Opal socks. I would like to finish 14 squares in my blanket. I would like to work some more on this. I haven't touched it in a couple days, so I think tonight I'm going to get this out. Maybe I'll do 4 squares on my Cozy Memories today. I don't know if I'm going to work on my socks or my scarf today. I know it's Scrappy Sunday, but I really want to finish those socks, so I might put some squares in and then work on the socks, because I really want to finish those. All right, I guess that's it. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Comment down below if you have any questions or would like to say anything. You can tell me what you're working on. I really love reading about that. Yeah. I'm drawing a blank. What else do I usually say? Like, subscribe, comment, ring the bell if you want to be notified when I have a new episode. I try to record, so far this is working great. I record on Sundays and I upload Sunday night right before I go to bed, and then usually Monday when I wake up, it is ready to be posted. So that is my schedule. Usually, so far, we'll see. I like doing the schedule. I used to, like, way back in the day, I would record like on Monday and like upload the same day, but that was when my videos were very short, and that was before my husband was staying at home all day. So the internet is not strong enough for all of the things that we need to do in our house, so we have to take turns. I want better internet. I want better internet. Is that too much to ask? Anyway, thanks for watching. I am rambling, so we need to end it here. And hopefully I will see you next week. Bye.